Okay, we are at the finale of the class, the last class. And I want to go over a few things that we started with. I think it's going to go up. I get into a buy position. So I make my trade. So what do I do from here?
Just press buy.
Yeah. Okay, so that got through, and then you say you have problems putting the stop loss on?
Yeah.
All you have to do, when you put the stop loss on, were you putting the trailing stop on or the stop loss?
No, the stop loss.
Okay, if I just click the bar, double click the bar, and I change. While you was having problems, you probably didn't change to modify order. Did you do that?
I had done that too a little.
Okay, so if I'm in
for some reason those colors didn't show up. I don't know what was going on with mine.
Okay, so I got to go to modify order, and then I put my price in the stop loss column.
And that's 40. You got to put 40. You got to add 40 to it, right?
No. See, you're dealing with the trailing stop. See, what I would do.
Oh, that's it.
The stop loss, I'm going to look at where I would put it. I would put it up under here, because this is the lowest of the support. So I'll put it 10 pips below here. So if that's 12664, I would put it at 1.2654. Okay.
So the stop loss gets between 5 to 10 pips?
No. The stop loss is wherever you see the support. This is the support right here. See that?
Yeah.
Here's the support. So it's 10 pips below the support.
10
pips below the support.
Okay.
So not 10 pips below the trade.
Okay.
That would be
getting that mixed up too.
That would be too tight. So I'm looking for where I'm going to put my stop loss, and I'm going to look at the platform, or the Euro US. I'm going to put it up under where it's been. See?
You see support.
So that would be 10 pips below this number. Now that is, if we look closely, that is way below. That's 2683. That's 20 pips from here to here. That's 20 pips. So this is 30 pips. It's a 30 pip stop loss. You got it?
Okay.
Because I'm finding the support. That's the support. How do I know it's the support? Can anybody tell me? How did I know this was the support?
Because we're looking at the pattern where there's another support that lines up earlier in the day where there's let's see, just a couple of
well, I knew because it's the lowest point on the hour chart. It's the lowest point, just like this is the highest.
Yeah.
You look for the highest.
Okay.
Here's the highest. Oops.
Lowest point.
Here's the highest right here. That's the highest point. Not here. The highest point is right here. That's the highest point.
And that would be our resistance.
That's your resistance. You just look at the lowest and the highest point.
Now, Dwayne, with some of the patterns that we've been seeing, like in some of the previous lessons, they would like go, you know, all the way down, and you would have a resistance way up. But when you were doing some of the support and resistance, you didn't go up all the way to the very highest point because you were in that channeling, remember?
Well, that's the channel right now, and I'm going to answer that. If I'm looking at the channel is different from where the resistance and support is. See, just like, I'm going to give you a perfect example.
Yeah.
The last class that we did, you remember when I said that it's going to either break, here's the break, that's where it was. This is where we were.
Mm-hmm.
And I drew the channel like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I said it's either going to break down or it's going to go up. And remember when we checked it and we got into the trade, and then we said, when we checked the day chart and we said it's going to come down, I said it's going to come down. Well, look how far down it came.
Yeah.
Now here's the channel, and here's the support and resistance of the channel. But I said if it breaks, it was here, if it breaks this support, which it did right here, of the channel, that's different from the that is different from the whole support and resistance of the chart.
Okay.
See, support and resistance of the channel is here.
Okay.
Wait, let me bring that down. That was the support and resistance of the channel.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Once it broke, that's where the money was made.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But the resistance of the whole hour chart, you just look at the high and the low. The high is right here on this candlestick right here.
Mm-hmm.
So again, you know, it's good to ask questions so you can understand. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to get lost. So
and during that downward trend, we would sell, correct?
Yeah, you would get in the sell position. Exactly.
Yep.
Now look at what it's doing now. It's retracted. Now it's about to come down. Because since we know it's going sideways, right now, we are in a non-trade zone until it breaks here and here. Then we can start talking about a trade. Here. So it's going to run into all this vibe here, all this congestion. But we're going to start looking at it going up, or is it going to come down? But we're not going to look into the trade until we see it pass here, and really on the, we may be looking at it to pass there because we want it to get past this congestion. Or is it just going to come here and then break down, or is it just going to break down from here? We don't know yet. We know we are in a non-trade zone right now. Okay? Because why? This is a time where nothing's going on. Even though we got in a practice position, because it looked like it was going up, and I was trying to show you something, but we're in a non-trade zone. It's not going to do anything. So, you know, and when you start trading at this time, you'll get tricked every time doing real trades. So you know this was the time to catch it. And I caught it because you saw it was obvious it was breaking down. We had went through it. We were just waiting on it to come to us. We said it at the last training when I said, oh, it looks like it's going to come down when we looked at the hour chart. And that's what happened. the hour chart, if we go back to it, was as plain as, I mean, the day chart. Look at that. We were, what, yesterday? We were here. And it looked like it was just going to come down. And that's what happened. Next candle, open lower from the high. Lower. Boom. Easy trade to do. And in fact, we didn't even do it on the Euro US. We did it on the British pound. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. This was yesterday. And it was up right about here yesterday. This area right here. When we said that. It was right about here. And we said it looks like it's going to be coming down because of this candle. Remember we said because it was a lower. The high was lower from here to here. And we said it looked like it's coming down. And that's just what happened. So that was an easy trade to do. But again, it's timing is when you catch it. And what you guys have to understand that first you got to understand what you're doing. Making a simple trade, knowing the difference between the trailing stop and a regular and a stop loss. Trailing stop comes from here. There's a trail. You right click and you get your trailing stop. That's your trailing. The trailing stop is on just by that click. A stop loss, you got to double click it and go to your modified order and put in your stop loss. And we said it was what was it? Euro US. We said it was below, it was 1.2658. So we double click. One, 2, 6, 58. So that is a tight 30 pip stop loss if we thought it was going to go up, but we don't know. We wouldn't even get into a trade right now. When you see a sword like this, what happens when you see a sword like this? What is that telling you? And you should know, Paulette. It's happening.
It's an indecision. You have to wait.
No, it's a reversal. It's going to come down at least to here. So if you want to scalp, you can make it. See, when it turns into a sword, and you know it's going to go the other way.
Okay.
You're going to see it drop.
The sword has just the wick up top, not at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. You see it
Okay.
when it turns into a sword, the sideways. You see it, and then you see it. This gives a sign that it's going to come down. But it's going to only come down to about here. And then if it breaks that, it's a real trade. Now all we're doing is scalping. You know, we're just trying to get a couple of pips. As soon as we get in profit, we'll take it. But a sword always is the first sign of a reversal, because it looked like it was going up, but when it pulls back that strong, it's going to eventually come down. Let me see, just wait on it. But when we look at here, when we look at this, we're looking at what do we think it's going to do. Now it looks like it's coming up. Okay. It's just going to play for a while. Again, there's no trend, but that sword looks like it should be coming down, but we'll see.
Why do they call it a sword?
Huh? Because it looks like a sword.
Oh,
that's why they call it like it. Now it doesn't. Let me see. Give you an example. Here's one. See how it popped up? This right here, area right here. That looks like a sword. This one right here. And what did it do? Right here. It went up.
Went up.
Even this one, even though that's not really a sword, but it still came up to that high point. Then it turned into a sword the other way, and it dropped. Okay, so as we look at this, we're trading for trends. That's what we want to catch. How do we catch that? We just wait. We wait. You see that sword came out. It's coming up now, but we're in a position to make money both ways. When it comes up, then when it comes down, we'll make money both ways. Let's see what's going to happen. Hopefully we'll get something happening before this class is over. Now, remember the CCI, before you really get in a trade, you're going to wait for it to get over to zero. And you're going to wait for the MACD to come over here, wait over to zero. Your CCI is your first indicator. It's the faster one. The MACD is a trailing, or the oscillator MACD is a trailing indicator, so it always comes behind the CCI. And as you can see, starting to see a little profit going this way. Now it's not going to go. It's not going to go any farther than this right here. You know, so we're going to take that little profit. Just how you take profit, okay? I click it to instant execution, and I close the position. Okay, we just made $1.75. Now we wait on it to come down. And the only reason why you know it's not going to go past here, because it's tired. Nobody's trading. You know, it's not going to do anything. We're just catching pips here and there. So what you want to concentrate on is the candles. You want remember, you want the wave to be, you see the wave right now is pretty much going sideways, but it's kind of leaning down.
Yeah.
So that's a good indication. That's what we want when we're getting in a sell position. But is it balancing out and channeling? Here was the move here. Still coming down, but we have the CCI up, catching that reversal up, but yet the MACD is still lagging. So we're not going to get in this trade on the upswing until we see that MACD come over to 0. Okay, we may be in the beginning of a buy trade, but it's a lot of things that have to happen. I'm talking about a buy trend trade, not just trying to collect pips. That's all we're trying to do now. If we look at the, where is it at? Here we go. Okay. What this is telling us is that there's more pressure for it to come down, because you have all this congestion up in this area. That's what the Fibonacci is telling us. You have all this congestion coming from the wave and also these Fibonacci points, levels, here, 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 here. It's very strong that it's going to push it down, back down. If it pops up, you're going to have some serious momentum, because it's got to get through all these. So it's got to get through all these resistance levels. Here, 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 here. Now remember, when I drew that, when I drew the Fibonacci, and I'm clicking the line, I'm trying to get rid of it, I got to click the red line on the Fibonacci, and then delete. I went from the top, or you can go from the bottom, of the lowest point to the highest.
Yep.
So that's all I did. Okay. From the lowest to the highest, because I think it's going up. Now you see that when I did it before, so you'll know the difference. I went from the highest to the lowest. Now your thing is, you got to figure out which way are you going to go. Okay. Now the pressure is down. It's in a lower trend. It went lower here. But here, it looks like you're looking for a trend to go up. So I want to do it from the bottom up. So let's look at that again. Now that shows a little different room that we have coming up, but still you have all this congestion, all this congestion. We are just in a non-trade zone, all these resistance levels, including the wave. What happened to my wave? Did I get rid of the wave? Looks like
you missing one line.
Oh, the red one, huh? Okay. So let's get that together. So when that happens, get rid of this. Again, just double click the red line to get rid of the Fibonacci. And let's get this red line in action. So we go where? Does anybody know where we go to get the red line up?
I think you gotta go to charts.
Nope. We go to
on mine.
We go to indicators.
Yeah, indicators.
Yeah, but charts have indicators on it, don't it?
Yeah, yes. Oh, yeah. You're right. You can go to charts. It's just faster just to go to indicators.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of things are in other things. But
okay.
Where'd you go?
Go to indicator list. Try that. See the indicator list? Let me see. Listen. Go all the way up to the top. See if that brings it out. No, that ain't it. It's tools then. No, it's tools. Oh shoot. Maybe it's insert. But I always go up there. There it is. Indicators. Insert.
Okay.
You gotta go back over.
Oh yeah,
insert.
Yeah, insert and then.
I always use that up there.
Yeah, well, I don't. So.
Okay, well you do the easy way. I had to do the hard way.
Indicators and custom. Oh, trends. Okay.
So you go to trends. Moving average. So we got this is 34 close, so it must be the middle. Is it the high? Let me see what I had the color. Red.
Yep.
So what happened if you do open, since we do high, low, and close?
Not too much. You just add, that's where the candle opened. You can use that. I was taught to use high, low, and close.
Okay.
But it doesn't. You know, you can play with all the indicators. It's whatever works for you. Bottom line. This is just one strategy. You just have to know what you're looking for. That's the key. So that was the close. So that was the low. Okay. Now there we go. And how I knew it was the low, because the first time when I tried to put it in as the close, it wouldn't come in.
Okay.
Because the color was already there. So I had to, as you can see, we took those pips. What is it doing? It's doing what we said it was going to do.
Moving
going down.
It's going back down because of the pressure. All that power, that resistance is in this area. When we put up the Fibonacci, it's coming back down. But it's not going to go any farther than here. Okay. As soon as it goes into profit, we'll take some pips that way too. And said it wouldn't go past here. And look, it's not hard when you see it. You know, when you're really looking at it and you're really understanding what's going on. The only reason why we're getting this is because there's nothing happening. Literally. But we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. How do we find out? What do we do? What's the next step?
Forex Factory.
ForexFactory.com.
There we go. And this is where we get to find out what may happen. What we should be getting ready for.
The news.
That's right. I mean, that wasn't a question. I mean, what we should be getting ready for. So we'll be ready for the trade or the pair to come to us.
Oh,
the trade. That's what I meant. Getting ready for. What are we getting ready for? We'll see. If we're looking at the Euro US, let's see what may happen through because of the news. Now remember, Facebook is coming out tomorrow. They're coming out at $38 a share. So if we know if Facebook is coming out tomorrow, what do we expect the dollar to do? Go up.
Go up.
But guess what's coming out? Unemployment claims.
Unemployment, yeah.
So they expect it to be higher than it was last month. So no, that was today. That was today. That was today. So that made the dollar, so it was higher. So it was even as last month. So the dollar was a little down today. But not much though. So it kind of matched what they thought, just a little higher. No big deal. But and it just matched what happened the month before. So let's look at what's happening tomorrow. Euro, nothing happening tomorrow. So we have the Facebook $38, coming out at $38 a share. So we know Facebook is going to be a leading stock. So what does that mean? That means we're going to see the dollar probably do well tomorrow. Now, if that's true, then we'll probably see the euro come down. So we'll wait in the morning to see what's going to happen before we even get in the trade, especially with what's going on with the dollar. But again, we're looking at it for it to break here and it to break let's see, where can we find the channel break here. That's pretty much because it's developing a channel right here. This is the channel. So let's see what the next candle is going to do. Is the next candle going to open up lower, or is it going to open up higher? It's something that you may want to look at, you know, when the class is over. Is when I say lower, what am I talking about?
Will the next candlestick open at a lower level than the previous?
There we go. So the language is a lower high. It's gonna. Is it going to open up at a lower high or a higher low? Okay. So is the low going to be higher, or is the high going to be lower?
I have to get that concept in my mind.
Okay, here we go. Let me show it to you. When I say lower high, I mean from here to here. This candle opened at a lower high, but it peaked. It peaked here, so it definitely went up. Now we're saying because of that sword, it's about to come down. Okay, so now what is the next candle going to open? Now you see here, we're in profit now, right? Remember we were just talking about that? So this is how you gauge. I mean, it's doing what we said it was going to do. So we have room to make money on this position because we expect it to come down to here. Okay. Now, look at it. It's just resting right now, but it's about to drop. probably before the class is over. It's just retracting now.
Yeah.
And when I say retracting, what do I mean?
Coming down.
Moving downwards. It's forming a downward trend.
No, retracting means it's coming up. It's retracting from what it's doing. It's retracting. Instead of just coming down, it comes down.
It goes back up. Okay.
Then it goes back up. So when I say retract, they just retracted. Now it's coming down. Now it's retracting. Nothing moves, especially when there's no trading happening. Nothing moves just like here. You know, it's really nothing happening. So you're going to get this retraction and this fake out. And this is where
retraction is going in the opposite direction,
there you
right?
go. There you go. Retraction is going in the opposite direction. And that's all it's doing. It's not reversing, it's just retracting.
Okay.
Oh.
See?
Okay.
And you're going to see it so you can see it better. You're going to see it come down to at least here. We're waiting on it to drop. But we know it's going to drop. That's what it do. The candlestick is telling us what it's going to do. And again, there's no news coming out, so it's just going to follow its own trend. But it's going to only just come down to here. And when I say follow its own trend, that's the bad term, because it's not trending yet. It's just following what it does. It's just going to go back and forth from here to here until it breaks this direction, come down, or breaks and comes up. We know there's less congestion coming down. So it's showing us what it's doing, because we saw that sword up here, and that's what's happening. So you see the profit building slowly but surely.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to that support.
Yep, there you go. Now that's the kind of talk I want to hear. You see it coming down?
Mm-hmm.
So this, see, when we making pips, remember this is the price it's at right here. And each point, as we say in the stock market, when it moves, it's a pip in the currency market. And what we pipping right now. That's what you call pipping.
Play on words.
Exactly. So you see it, look at it. Now what we do is just wait, you know, we talk, we wait. Well, it's going to get down to about here. And
Dwayne,
yes.
Do you give after you give like the 10 weeks of this class, do you go into an advanced class?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But you got to do this for a while.
Yeah, no.
Then we get into other strategies. Look at it. I just like to see that. Okay, it's just gonna drop. We get into other strategies, more of it's different hours. We can start going into real trading hours, and really going into some looking at how this thing really works when the 1 o'clock in the morning and etc. when it's really going on. Right now, again, we're just collecting pips. Look at it. See how it comes down, it keeps teasing. It retracts, and it comes down. But it's gonna come down to here.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
That bottom candlestick is short too.
No, yeah. She said that bottom candlestick right here. Okay, the bottom candlestick will disappear in a minute. So now let's say if we wanted to close this position, let's take some profit. I don't want to take all the profit, but I want to take some profit. Okay. We change the volume or the lot size, because we don't want to take it all. We want to stay in the trade. Let's take 0.1. Still in the position, took some profit off the table. We'll move our stop loss up. Did we put a stop loss on here? No, we never put a stop loss. But we move our stop loss up to, how many pips are we? 28, 26, 80, 26, 78. That's not enough. We never put a stop loss. I wanted to put the stop loss at break even. I want to be at least 30 pips in profit. So we won't mess with that. But basically, you're just watching a live trade. I mean, you're watching how it goes. That's about it. Remember, these are your time zones. We're looking at your time zones. We trade from the 1 hour, or excuse me, the 30 minute to the 1 hour to the 4 hour to the day chart. At the beginning of the month or the beginning of the week, you can look at the week chart and the month chart just to see. Look at that. If that don't say it's coming down, I don't know what does. We are looking at the month chart now. Okay, now that's, you know, that's not to say that, you see how we lost profit here? Now you're getting a retraction, but it's going to come back down. This very easily says it's definitely on a downtrend for the month. But there's a lot of pips to be made both ways in the day that we trade from, the 30 minutes to the day chart. So now we're getting retraction. See that retraction? Came back up. Yep. Now we're just waiting for it to drop again. And since we're just trying to catch some pips, as soon as we get back in profit, we'll close that position too, because we know it'll at least come down to here. Now, will it break that? I don't know. In the next couple hours, maybe not. So, any questions? Any questions?
No.
Yeah, for the Zulu trade account, I have 16 days left for my trial version. So what if I wanted to extend it past the 16 days to continue playing around with the demo account?
Yeah, just open up another account if they won't let you. You can open it up on the same platform. Just open up another account. Okay, now we're back in profit. I want to take this just for the class. So how do I take this profit? What do I do?
You can double click on it.
The execution is right. You make that a 0.01, or you want to keep it 0.015?
I just want to close the position.
So, just click
we'll close it.
Well, I can't because I'm not in profit now. So y'all took too long.
So gotta wait till it come back in profit.
Yeah, you gotta be paying attention. Okay, I'm not in
That was
profit.
quick.
You know, I thought I was in profit, but you know, y'all was trying to figure out close the percentage. I'm out of profit. So you would have closed at a loss just by not paying attention. So you gotta look at what's going on. So I gotta wait again for it to drop. So, because I said as soon as it gets into profit, we're gonna take it, but because it keeps drawing up, at some point it may reverse and go back up. So since it came right here, it may not come down to here. You're saying, you see this? See this? Look right over here. It happened before. Look, came down like this one, or this one. Then it came down a little bit and came back up. So you may have missed it. This may happen. We'll see. We're coming in out. Let's see. I want to wait 5 minutes because I want to see what the next candle is going to do. So I'll be right back. Give me a few minutes.
Okay.
Let's see what that candle's going to do. Okay, now what we see is it's retracting up. Still got couple of more minutes.
Oh, went back into a sword like.
Yeah. So now it's like yeah. So it may be easing on back up, but remember, all it's going to do is play in this area. You know, it's just going to play with you. It's just going to go up here so that you don't get out of sorts. But you know, we would have been out of this position and in profit because we was just trying to pick up some pips. We're in a non-trading zone. But all it's going to do is go here and maybe come down here. But it looks like, it looks like that's all it's going to do. And I'm just curious to see, and you see it's just going to fall, but don't let that make you nervous, because it's just not doing anything.
Yeah.
Nobody's trading. Nobody's. I mean, you know, when I say nobody, I mean it's not a lot going on. So you're going to get that back and forth between the channel. That's all you're going to get right now.
Just to check it around 8 a.m. Eastern when the New York market opens.
Well, is that what time it opens up?
Yes, it is 8 a.m.
Now listen to her trying to be smart. Now you know the New York market opens at 9:30.
9:30?
Yeah.
9:30 to 4.
Eastern time. See how folks be trying to get smart? Yeah, open up at 11 o'clock p.m. the New York market. No, that's when the parties start.
About an hour early.
No, the New York market opens at 9:30. And that's East Coast time. And look. See how it came back down? Now let's see what the next. See the next candlestick just opened sideways. So we really don't know what it's going to do. But all it is a channel. You're watching a channel form, a tighter channel form. That's all you're watching. You see, it's not going to do anything. So you actually saw another candle just open up sideways. So that means there is no trend growing now. It's just open sideways. Even though the low is higher, was giving an indication that it may be an uptrend. It's still open sideways from where it closed. Because remember, this is a trending down candle here. So we see what's going. It's still coming down. It's just going sideways, no biggie. And we're in the non-trade zone. So that's about it. So this class is officially over.